Hello, welcome to part 2 of 4 videos about staying safe online. Everybody's assessment of a level of risk is different. In this video, I will provide you with some guidance on do's and don'ts and some guidance about potential risks when you're online. The intent of these 4 videos is to provide you with information that will enable you to assess your own risk when online. I hope it helps. Okay, do not tell anyone your password. Do not tell anyone your PIN. If you tell anyone your password or your PIN, they will be able to access your information without your knowledge or permission. An organisation such as a bank, building society, government organisation, shop, etc. will never call you or email you asking for a password or a PIN. If you get an email asking for your password or PIN, it's a scam, it's a fraud. Do not reply. Only use your password or PIN when logging on to your bank, building society, UK government shop, or for your email, etc. But be aware, some caution. Some fraudsters or scammers create emails that look like they are from a bank, building society, government shop, etc. But remember, organisations will never email you asking for a password or a PIN. So delete these emails, do not reply. Be cautious about tapping a link in an email from anyone. An email link will take you to somewhere else in the internet, e.g. to a feedback form if you've bought a service from someone, or for additional information about the product that you're looking at, or you've requested information on, or to the insurance policy you've bought, or a receipt for YouTube, etc., etc. So they can be very useful. However, it could also take you to a scammer's site or to a virus. So if a link is from an unknown person or a company you've not dealt with, it could be a scam. And the safest option is to delete these emails with these links in them. If a link is from a company you're dealing with or from a friend you trust, then the link is most likely to be safe. So a friend could send you a link to YouTube where they've found something funny or useful. Or the company could be sending a link to their latest offer. So you can decide whether you want to use those or not. But if you have concerns about a link, you can contact the company or person by a separate email. Don't reply to the email that they sent you, or a telephone call before you open it. Just be cautious. Be cautious about tapping or downloading a document from anyone sent in an email. Documents attached to emails could be very useful. So they could be a holiday brochure, they could be a quote that you've asked for, they could be information about the delivery of a product you've ordered. Equally, they could be harmful and have a virus. So if a document is from an unknown source or unexpected source, the safest option is not to download the document. If you can email to the sender to ask questions. This is fairly common, so they won't feel you're strange asking for this information. If a document is from an organisation you're dealing with, for example, you've requested an insurance quote, then the risk will be less. But if you're unsure, just verify with the sender. Passwords. Make your passwords at least 8 long. Some organisations suggest 10, but at least 8. And of those 8 characters, At least one of them should be a capital, at least one of them should be a numeric number, and one a special character, either a pound sign, a hash, star, or something like that. And also have a separate password for each site you access. Personal information. Be cautious about putting too much personal information, such as your full address, phone number, date of birth, etc., onto social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, etc., etc. This information is often publicly viewable, and crooks could see that information and try to use that to scam you. So just be very cautious. Some general information. When you're ordering anything online, you will need to provide your full address, phone number, and card details. Now, I've just said on the previous slide, don't put that onto social media, but when you're ordering something, you do need to provide it. So this is normal. Without providing this to the shop, they can't deliver because they won't know where you are, or they can't collect payment because they don't have your card number, for example. If you don't want the store to retain this information, your address, your card details, in many online stores there is an option not to save this information. So for example, I rarely save my card number with a shop. I untick where it says save card details, so untick those if you want to, if they have that button. Also on online shops that I rarely use, I either do not save my email address or my card number, or I shop as a guest. So this means when you log on, they say shop as a guest, and that means they don't retain that information because you haven't given them permission to do that. Cookies. Cookies are small files that the website, the online store for example, sends to your tablet or your PC. Cookies can be used for a number of things, such as to identify your tablet, how you use the website, the length of time that you spend on the website, etc., etc. If you want to know more about cookies, just key into Google what is a cookie and you can get some more information. So once they've collected this information, your tablet and how you use the website, an organisation then, for example, can use this information to customise the website to promote things that interest you. So if you've been onto an online store and looked at shoes, they will likely, when you log on again, show you information about shoes. So, it's not too much of a problem. However, the website cookies do not automatically collect personal information about you unless you specifically type that in. So they don't collect your personal information, it's just how you use the website, and they identify your tablet, not you. Nowadays, when you enter a website for the very first time, you will be challenged to accept all cookies or review them. This is a legal requirement that's been in place for some years now, and they have to ask your permission before they collect this information. So you can decline that permission, or you can look at the cookies and modify what can be collected. It's really simple, not complicated. Just click on review, or you can accept all of the cookies. You can accept them. However, there is a risk that websites may decline you entry if you don't accept their cookies. So try rejecting them in the first instance if you don't want to, or just look at them to see what they collect, and you might be surprised some of them collect very, very little. But you must decide whether or not, based on your level of acceptance of this information gathered by the website. Everybody is different. It's not possible to give an accept or not accept advice, but in first instance you may say no, you don't accept them collecting cookies, and then see what happens there.